The rain poured relentlessly that night, the kind that felt like it could wash away the entire town. In a small, dimly lit house on the edge of the road, Daniel, a single father, sat beside his daughter's bed, watching her sleep. His tired eyes told stories of years spent fighting battles no one saw, unpaid bills, cold winters, and loneliness that crept in when the world went quiet. But that night, fate was on its way to knock on his fragile wooden door. Not gently, but with a storm. When he opened it, there stood a young woman, soaked, trembling, clutching a torn designer purse. She didn't look like she belonged here. And yet, something about her eyes, lost, broken, and scared, made him hesitate before shutting the door. He didn't know her name. He didn't know her story. All he knew was that she needed help, and he was the kind of man who couldn't say no to someone in pain. What Daniel didn't know was that this one act of kindness was about to change his life forever. "Please, can I stay here? Just for one night," the girl whispered, her voice trembling as the rainwater dripped from her eyelashes. Daniel looked at her. Soaked jacket, bare hands, shivering lips. He hesitated. He barely had enough food for his daughter, Lily, let alone a stranger. But when Lily stirred from her sleep and mumbled, "Daddy, who's that lady?" his heart softened. He sighed. "All right. Come in. Just for tonight." She stepped inside, quietly thanking him. The warmth of the old heater hit her face, and for the first time that night, she stopped shaking. Daniel handed her a towel and one of his late wife's old sweaters. It was faded, but it was clean. "Thank you," she said softly, looking down. "I'm Emma?" Daniel nodded. "Daniel, and that's Lily. Don't worry. She's friendly." Emma smiled faintly as Lily peeked from behind her father's leg, curious and innocent. Over the next hour, Emma sat near the heater, glancing at the small, cozy home. There were cracks in the walls, the couch was old, and the kitchen light flickered. But she saw something she hadn't seen in a long time. Warmth, laughter, and genuine care. Lily shared her cookies with Emma, giggling as they talked about her school and her favorite stories. Daniel watched quietly. The sight of his daughter laughing after months of struggle filled his heart. When Emma offered to help clean up after dinner, Daniel waved it off. "You're our guest. Rest. It's just one night." But Emma insisted. "Please, I want to help." Later that night, as Lily slept and the rain continued tapping on the roof, Emma sat by the small window. "You're kind, Daniel. Most people wouldn't have let me in." He smiled faintly. "Kindness doesn't cost much. I just hope someone would do the same for Lily if she ever needed help." Something in his words broke her. She turned away, hiding tears she couldn't explain. Because for the first time, she saw what real goodness looked like. Not the polished smiles and charity galas she grew up around, but pure, selfless humanity. That night, Daniel slept on the couch so Emma could take the small bed. He had no idea that the girl sleeping under his roof belonged to a world far different from his. A world of luxury, power, and secrets she was running from. The morning sun crept through the window. Emma woke up to the smell of coffee and pancakes. Simple, but made with care. Daniel flipped a pancake while Lily sat on the counter, giggling. Emma smiled softly. "I can't remember the last time I had breakfast that wasn't served by a maid." Daniel chuckled. "Well, this one's made with love. That's the secret ingredient." As they ate, Emma found herself laughing. Really laughing. Something she hadn't done in years. For a few hours, she forgot who she was. But peace doesn't last forever. Later that day, a black SUV pulled up outside. Daniel looked out the window, frowning. Two men in suits stepped out, scanning the area. Emma froze. Her face turned pale. "Emma, who are they?" Daniel asked quietly. She swallowed hard. "They're from my father's security team. He's been looking for me." Daniel blinked. "Your father?" She sighed. My father is Charles Whitmore. He owns Whitmore Holdings. Daniel nearly dropped the mug in his hand. Whitmore Holdings, one of the wealthiest families in the country. Emma's voice cracked. I ran away. My father wanted me to marry someone I didn't love. I just wanted to feel normal. To meet people who cared about me, not my last name. Lily tugged Emma's sleeve innocently. But we care about you, Miss Emma. A tear welled in Emma's eyes as she knelt down and hugged the little girl tightly. I care about you too. The guards knocked on the door. Daniel opened it, unsure. They asked if a young woman had stayed there. Daniel looked at Emma, then at Lily, then back at them. He hesitated, then said, No, haven't seen anyone. When the car left, Emma looked at him in disbelief. Why did you do that? He shrugged. Because sometimes people need a little more time to breathe. That moment, that trust, shattered the wall she had built her whole life. Before she left that evening, Emma pulled out a diamond necklace from her bag. Please take this, for everything you've done. Daniel stepped back. No, you needed help. You got it. That's enough. A tears rolled down her face. You're the only person who's ever said that to me. She hugged Lily goodbye and whispered, Be good to your dad. He's a special man. And then she left, disappearing down the dusty road, leaving behind only the faint scent of rain and hope. Daniel came home one evening to find a letter in his mailbox. No return address. Inside was a note in elegant handwriting. Dear Daniel, you reminded me what kindness looks like. You reminded me of love, of family, of everything money can't buy. Enclosed is a small token of gratitude for Lily's future. With love, Emma Whitmore. Inside was a bank check, enough to change their lives forever. Daniel smiled quietly, tears welling up. I told you, Lily, kindness always finds its way back. Lily beamed. Was it from Miss Emma? Daniel nodded. Yes, sweetheart. The girl in the rain. The camera slowly zooms out as they hug. The same rain softly falling outside. Not cold this time, but peaceful. Sometimes, helping a stranger isn't about what you give. It's about what you awaken in their heart. And in a world chasing wealth, maybe the richest people are the ones who still choose kindness.